Welcome back to The Express at ARC in White Rock. If you have New Year's resolutions and fitness goals, these guys can definitely help you meet them. Here it's all about that energy output. But with our next story, it's about the energy input. We have a sampling of some of the eats and special treats offered at this year's Dine Out Vancouver.
It's that time of the year again. One of the city's most anticipated events, Dine Out Vancouver, returns for 2011. Running for 2 weeks starting January 24th, Dine Out Vancouver offers the chance to try out 3 courses at some of the city's best restaurants, all for an affordable price.
Cheers to the launch of Dine Out Vancouver 2011.
I got a sneak peek of Dine Out 2011 at its launch event, and the excitement in the air proves the program has definitely come a long way from its humble beginnings.
It started 9 years ago with 57 restaurants as an opportunity for us to generate business for restaurants, and then normally not a very busy time of the year. January, February is a little bit slower, so this program was put into play. The original concept comes out of New York City, and we were one of the first cities outside of New York to institute this program. 9 years later, we're at 215 restaurants, which happens to be the largest program of its kind in Canada.
And being the largest in Canada means for lots of added surprises for 2011. First up, trying out one of this year's Dine Out events, the Dine Academy. Under the direction of executive chefs, Dine Out guests can learn to cook like a pro with a series of cooking classes. I got my lesson with the Dirty Apron Cooking School's chef David Robertson.
So we're going to do an endive marmalata, which is braised endive. We're going to get the bitter flavor out of there. We're also going to make an amazing lemon prawn risotto, but also how to make this easier at home, so you're not stirring over a pot all day. And then we're going to make some dynamite sablefish, get a nice crispy sear on the skin, and we're going to bring all those components together onto the plate, and then we're going to enjoy that in the dining room.
That's great. So, David, what's the very first step that we have to do?
First step is we're going to take your orange juice that's been measured out there, and we're going to get that into your small pot here.
Oh, okay.
Which you already had, okay?
And I was off.
You got it. Okay, and we just let that sit. Good.
Chef Robertson guided me through the 3 challenging Italian dishes, including how to properly clean seafood.
So here goes something.
Okay.
So do I hold it like this?
Yeah, you got it. Very good. See how you open that, and you can see the vein in there?
That's right.
Okay,
and then
so
you just scrape it out like this?
Yeah, you can pull that out. See how that's coming away?
Oh.
Excellent.
Okay.
And now you get your fingers and pull that away.
Oh, perfect.
Amazing. Good job.
After plating my dish, I was able to enjoy the fruits of my labor in the dining room with the other students. The eating didn't stop there. Next up, we got a sample of a dine-out menu at the beautiful Tea House restaurant in Stanley Park. The Tea House has been a proud member of Dine Out since the beginning.
I think it's a great way for people to come to our restaurant that don't generally dine out as often as they wish they could. It's a great way for us to showcase our talent here. We've got fantastic food. Our setting is probably one of the best in the city. It's a great way to showcase our food and staff and everyone else. So.
Here we have a pan-seared salmon with garlicky and shallot braised greens. It will be a parsnip puree and a lemon caper sauce.
And the food at Dine Out speaks for itself. Happily full, I'm Mansour in Vancouver for The Express.
Dine Out Vancouver runs from January 24th to February 6th. And you definitely want to book early, especially for those special events, because they sell like hotcakes. And you can find out more at tourismvancouver.com. And we've got more fitness fun coming up from ARC here in White Rock. But right now, we're heading to Abbotsford to meet a dancer poised for stardom. And she's got quite the resume, because she made it as a top 10 finalist in So You Think You Can Dance Canada.
It's funny when people say that they love things so much that they eat, breathe, and sleep it, but it's so true. When I'm not dancing, I dance.
And she's done so for an audience of millions on the popular program So You Think You Can Dance Canada. She was one of 3 from BC to crack the top 10.
You learn who you want to be, who you want to become, and you become stronger as a dancer, as a person, as a choreographer in all realms. But the most amazing thing is you step that big foot into the industry. It's hard to kind of get your name out there, and the connections that you make is wonderful, and it's just the biggest jumpstart to your career. 1, 2, 3, 4, run, run? Yes. Okay.
Like a body never at rest, so too her career, and that's exactly how she likes it.
It's awesome that my future's a mystery. I never know what's coming next, and I kind of love that. It's hard at the same time because you don't have a set future and you know for sure what's happening, but to me, I love that.
Let's start with jazz walks.
Nobody's ever surprised when I call them up and I'm like, so next week I'm actually not going to be in Canada anymore.
Mixed double or triple. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 counts to turn.
She danced nearly every single day of her life, and she never complained. It was her that initiated that, and we just made it happen for her.
And ready? I got into dance, luckily, at a really, really young age. My mom is a dance teacher and has been for a long time, and so naturally, as being an infant, I grew up in a studio and I started dancing when I was 3, and I fell in love with it. So wherever it is, if you're looking or searching, if you are going to stay at the ground, just make sure it goes out. It's amazing because it lets you be free and creative and express yourself.
Her passion propelled her to all 4 corners of the globe at an age when most of us are just beginning to venture outside the familiar confines of high school.
The fact that at such a young age, at 18, I was across seas and traveling Europe, and I got to take the opportunity to move to New York and kind of embrace in that culture. And then, of course, my latest endeavor of studying dance, it's amazing.
She spent much of her time entertaining on cruise ships.
The most rewarding part as a dancer is the fact that it's always so challenging. There's never a dull moment in the dance world, and there's always something new to gain and something new to learn. And if I look at my career in the past, I've been so blessed to be able to travel the world, and I was paid to do it. I got to dance as my job, which is not considered a job to me when you love something so much. Your arms are going to come forward.
And now, at home, likely only for a brief stay, she teaches, biding her time until the next chapter of her life opens.
Hopefully, we'll just see what happens, but I can tell you we'll be dancing.
In Abbotsford, I'm Peter Kim for The Express.
Dance in Motion offers a whole range of classes for all skill levels and all genres, not just TV superstar dancers. And you can get a full list of classes online at danceinmotion.com. And you want to stay with us? You're watching The Express, and we're going to get you moving in a whole different way coming up.
To a jump. Get ready to load.
Up next on The Express.
And jump. Here we go. Nice. Excellent.
Creative training at ARC in White Rock.
Here we go. Get those knees up. Pump those arms.
The print shop at the Burnaby Village Museum. The Express. This is your local voice.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by
hairstyling and color services for Shaw TV, provided by the Lounge Hair Studio. LoungeHairStudio.com.
Going to get you prepped here, so we're going to slap this weighted vest on you.
Oh,
just
fantastic.
Careful. Here we go.
Welcome back to The Express at the ARC Fitness Studios in White Rock.
You guys are seriously helping with my game, hey?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like
Loving
literally,
it?
yeah. So what is this? We're going to use the Xbox?
Yeah, it's an interactive kind of sports game here that we're going to get you going on a mountain bike with this weighted vest, get that heart rate up and have some fun. Get ready. Here we go. Get nice and low. Get in that squat. Good. Chest up. Coming up to a jump. Get ready to load. And jump. Here we go. Nice. Excellent. Jump again. Here we go. Awesome. One more. Last time. Here we go. Yes.
Talk about
excellent.
Tricks. Woo.
Turn to the right. Turn to the right. Shoulders to the right. Nice and low. Coming up to a hill. Drive the knees. Drive the knees. Here we go. Get those knees up. Pump those arms. Here we go. Here we go. Good. Coming down nice and low. Here we go. Jump it up. Excellent. And one more. Oh, nice time. Last one. Here we go. Nice. Woo! Awesome.
Awesome. I think you helped me through that.
Have fun?
Yeah, next time you just pull me up that hill. All right, now I'm going to try dodgeball, maybe more my thing than mountain biking, or maybe not, since I keep getting nailed in the head. Anyway, I kind of feel like a kid again, like I'm going back in time, but the only place we're really doing that is at the Burnaby Village Museum. Seriously, I just keep getting nailed in the head.
I'm Diane McLeod, and I'd like to welcome you to the Burnaby Post. So one of the things we would do in our print shop, we would actually make a paper called the Burnaby Post. It was always about 4 to 8 pages, but even though it was only that small, it took about a week for it to be ready. We would mail it. You could actually get it in the mail, and for a small subscription of $1 for the entire year. The machine that we would use to help us make that newspaper would be the flatbed cylinder press. On top of that, we had to do many other things in the print shop as well. We would do what's called small job printing. That encompassed things such as small job advertising in the form of business cards, signs, posters, tickets, invitations, cards. And the first thing we would have to do is set type by hand. We have drawers of different sizes of type and fonts. So it's up to the printer to be able to gather all the type, to set all that type one piece at a time, upside down, back to front, so that when you do print it, it will come out the correct way around. We put our form into our press called the platen press. Listen to the sound the platen press makes. So first of all, we start with the wheel. We turn the wheel towards us, and once it gains momentum, we use our foot. And by using my foot, it will free my hands. The machine itself is hand-fed. You'll notice that the rubber rollers will come up and down over the disc, and also the rubber rollers are bringing the ink down and inking my type. Each revolution is 3/4 around, and you can actually hear the whole mechanism. Please come by and see us at Burnaby Village Museum.
You can go to burnaby.ca to find out about upcoming events at the Burnaby Village Museum. And for other events happening around the Lower Mainland, we've got your Express Spotlight.
Calling all game industry professionals, students, and everyone really passionate about games. Get inspired and connect with leading designers and producers who've created the world's most successful games. Check out one of Shakespeare's all-time favorites at Studio 58 at Langara College. This hilarious comedy tells the story of 2 sets of identical twins accidentally separated at birth. Day of the Arts Stormy Weather features a variety of visual and performing art classes. Kids can whirl up a tornado from clay, create thunderous rhythms with taiko drums, and finger knit a warm scarf.
And to push your body and get it into perhaps its best shape ever, you can check out ARC here in White Rock. That's Athletic Resistance Conditioning. And of course, in January, we have a big fitness focus on the Express. You can watch more shows online at vancouver.shawtv.com. I'm Johanna Ward, and on behalf of all of us on the show, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. And here's a look at the local art scene. Now get moving.